Okay guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I'll be explaining the topic of expanding binomial factors. And our loading intention is stated there, which is using the FOIL concept to expand binomial factors. So our first step is so we generally have binomial factors in the form of two brackets, or maybe, in two brackets. It'll be a plus b and c plus d, or it could be minus as well. Whatever a and b may be, it could be any number. So FOIL stands for first, which is your F, outer, which is your O, inner, which is your I, and L, which is your last. So first, which is this arrow here, you would say to yourself, A times C, which is stated there in the red, or A, whatever number of A is, and whatever the number of C is, you would multiply that. Next, you would go your green, which is A multiplied by D, which is stated there, and then you would go B multiplied by D, sorry, my mistake, B multiplied by C, which is your third term, and B multiplied by D, which is your last term. Okay, so we'll put that into practice, and I have two binomial factors here, which is x plus 3 times by x minus 4. Now, I'm just going to move myself over. So first would be the first outer, the two on the left, which is this x here and that x here. So that would be x times x. So that would give us x squared. Okay. And then you have your outer, which is this long one here, which is x times negative 4. You must have that negative 4 there. That is very important, and I'll show you why later. So x times negative 4 gives you negative 4x. Your inner, which is going to be this one here, which is the 3 times x. So 3 times x gives us 3x. And our last, which is going to be our 3 times by negative 4. Okay, so 3 times negative 4, that gives us negative 12. Now, wherever you see a positive or you see no sign in the front, you assume that is a positive. Okay, except for the first term, you don't have to put it there. But for all the other ones, like this 3x here, you would assume that it is plus 3x. And for this, that's obviously negative or take away 4x and take away 12 for this bottom one. So we are now going to have to write all these four terms down into an equation, or an expression, sorry, I should say. So our x squared, and our next one was our minus 4x, and then our next one was positive 3x. This is why we need to know these symbols, these signs. See, our negative 4x, we just leave it as a whole chunk there. Our 3x that we saw before, if I go backwards, this 3x here, we assume that it's a positive or plus 3x. So that's a 3x there, and our minus 12, which is our last term, and that is our expression from the binomial in brackets. Now, our next part is to collect any like terms. Now, like terms means any numbers that are the same, or any pronumerals that have the same letter. So in this case, x and x are the pronumerals, and it is not x squared, it's just x. So we only add or minus the numbers that have x's next to it. There are no other x squared, and there are no other numbers. So we leave that negative 12, and we leave that x squared, we don't touch it. We only add or subtract these two here, because they are like terms. So minus 4x plus 3x, that will give us minus x. Now, once you've got that, we are going to write it out again. Our x squared, we're going to write it down. we're going to put this middle term down as well, and our minus 12, which comes down as well. So we get our x squared, our minus, oh, that is incorrect. That's meant to be minus x and minus 12. Just let me, my apologies. So there we go. So minus x squared minus x minus 12. And that is the correct answer. I'll give you another example here. X plus 1, x plus 4. So again, our first one would be our first, which is x times x, it gives us x squared. And then our outer would be x times 4 gives us 4x. Inner, which is these two here, follow the arrows, which is 1 times x gives us x. Technically, you can write 1x, but because it's just 1x, we can leave that one out and just write that letter. Last is 1 times 4, and that gives us 4. Now, remember, we need to write all these down in a line horizontally. There are no negatives there, so it's going to be positive x squared, positive 4x, positive x, positive 4. So as I said just then, x squared, positive 4x or plus 4x, plus x, and our plus 4. So there we have our expression, and we collect our like terms, which is the 2 in the middle. This is a number only. This has an x squared. That's the only two that don't have any other like terms. The only like terms we have is this 4x and this x. So 4x plus x gives us 5x. So now we're going to write it out again. X squared down here, our 5x. Please remember it is a positive 5x, so plus 5x. And what do I do here? That's meant to be a 4, not a 12. Let me fix that up as well. I do apologize. So there we go. Much better. Okay, so it's x squared plus 5x minus 4. All right, now we are going to a little bit harder. 2x plus 3, x minus 2. So our first would be these two x terms. So 2x times x gives us 2x squared. And then we have our outer, which is 2x times negative 2, which gives us negative 4x. Our inner, which is these two here, so 3 times x gives us 3x. And our last, which is 3 times negative 2, which gives us negative 6. So we are now again going to rewrite this horizontally, noting that it is positive 2x squared minus 4x plus 3x and minus 6. So 2x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 6. So that's the expression again. And we are only collecting the like terms of these two here, because they are the only like terms that we have. So minus 4x plus 3x will give us minus x. So we are going to write 1, 2, and 3 terms out again. So minus 2x squared, minus x, and minus 6. And that is our answer. And that is our expanded expression. Okay, so that's it for now. If you learned something, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay.